MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins. Travis Hafner makes his big league debut right after this. Walter Johnson gets the ball for the Twins in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings into his mix, and if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all 3 of his pitches.
At the plate, Roberto Alomar, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Cleveland, the second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
First pitch on its way, and afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Hader caught too much of the zone.
Fouled off. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for
it. In now, Jose Ramirez, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 0-1 delivery. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Clear skies in the forecast this afternoon, 62 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering it pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Stepping in now, Jim Thome, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
And he fouls this one off. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Working on striking out the side in the first. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. It's the Tribe nothing. Twins coming to bat. Back after this on MLB Network. Bob Feller gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty B, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
In is Torrey Hunter. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Twins, the center fielder, Torrey Hunter.
Now here's the pitch. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one fresh off a victory last time out that ended a 6-game losing streak.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Grounded up the first baseline. Ready with another 2-2. Ripped down the first baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Into the box, Tony Olivo. No balls and a strike to count. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
To the plate now, Harmon Killebrew. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Now a throw over, a dive, but he's back. Olivo leads off first with 1 away. Change up low, 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0 on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Goose Goslin.
Coming to the plate now, Goose Goslin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set and the pitch. 2 out with the man at first. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Man, this is a continuation of the great at-bats we saw in last night's game when they lit it up, seemingly scoring at will. Now that double brings in a run for an early lead here. They just keep on keeping on.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Kepler is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. Now to the plate, Albert Bell. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Albert Bell.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Pops this one up. And this is taken in for out number 1.
That is fair. The right fielder, Manny Ramirez.
Set to get his day started, Manny Ramirez, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch of the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Into the box now, Travis Hafner, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready with the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Hafner bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". This is his first year at the big league level. 1-1. Here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Fouled off. full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Three-two pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Hunter, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
At the plate now, Larry Doby as he hits one on a line to left field. A dive, but it's off his glove. And the tying run comes around to score from second.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Carlos Santana is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. And it's fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Hard hit ball to second. Dozier has it. Throw on to Killebrew gets him, and that ends the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, all tied at 1-1. Stepping into the box, Gary Coyote. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Gary Coyote.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. One out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting in, the catcher.
Digging in now, Joe Mauer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Feller's ready. Here's the pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. One and two to the Twins catcher.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Through two, we're tied 1 apiece. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning. He's set. Here it comes. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Now the 1-0. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball down below the knees. All even now, 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Should be no trouble for Hunter. One down. At the plate, Roberto Alomar, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
The 2-0 on the way. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul. 2-1. And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit down the line at first. There is Killebrew. And that's the second out. Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch. The 0-1 delivery. Two out, nobody on. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Three and 2 now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Line toward the gap in left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next.
The shortstop, Jorge.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. That's lifted the other way out to left. Bell is in his tracks now. And he's got it for out number 1. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these two teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. So 1 away now in the Minnesota third, and that brings in the center fielder, Torrey Hunter. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking you deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Stepping into the box, Tony Olivo. He reached on a single in his first try. From the belt, the pitch. Shot toward right center. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
At the plate, Harmon Killebrew, and he puts it on the ground to second, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So now to the plate, Goose Goslin, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The 1-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Lifted in the air to center field. Doby is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Coming to the plate now, Max Kepler. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. High chopper over to first. He's right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Twins get a run on 2 hits. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Twins are in front 2-1. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now at the plate, Jim Thome. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Yeah, Thome.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Towards second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Albert Bell. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Front door with the curveball, and he catches the corner for a called strike.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. On the ground for Dozier at second. Throw on to Killebrew. 2 down.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Manny Ramirez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way.
0-1.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Oh, that's low.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning and set to go as the third baseman, Gary Coyote.
Gary Coyote.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Fouled off. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. So a full count now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Ready now, Brian Dozier. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
1 ball, no strikes to count. One 1-0 count. Here it is. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
2-0 count. Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-1 home will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. A tag for 1. On to first to complete the double play. Now at the plate, Joe Mauer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
The 1-0.
Yeah, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Ramirez is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Twins retired in short order. They lead it 2-1. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the veteran DH, Travis Hafner. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Yeah.
0-1. Here it comes. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. Hafner has been a great story in the baseball world lately. His game has taken some major strides since his early days in the minor leagues, and he's had to prove himself time and time again to get to this point.
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues? But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Olivo is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
The center fielder.
In now,
14.
Larry Doby.
Larry.
He singled his last time up.
Doby.
Now here's the pitch. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hit hard down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. And another foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
So now Carlos Santana. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 home.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. High in the air out to center field. Hunter is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. So stepping in, Francisco Lindor, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Ball 1.
1-0. Here it is. That's by him for strike 1.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get in a more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And it's fouled away. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Here's the payoff pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1. They're down 2-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
The shortstop, Jorge.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Polanco.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball back there.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Torrey Hunter. As he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. One strike now to Hunter.
Ball 1. Now ball 1 strike.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Driven nicely into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Digging in once again, Tony Olivo, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. And he takes strike 2.
Hey, be thankful the batter was sitting on something else, or that pitch might have went a long way. Those cement mixers, you get the barrel to them, they can be torched.
Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a nice job to track that one down in the alley, because it definitely saved the run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Stepping up now, Harmon Killebrew, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. He's set. The 0-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding one. They still lead it 2-1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Roberto Alomar. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Two and two to Hall of Famer Robbie Alomar. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 1. At the plate, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
There's a good breaking ball down on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there, but don't kid yourself. That's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Trying to send him packing for the second time, and he fouls this one off. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Ready with the 2-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at bat coming up. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Francisco Liriano will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Francisco Liriano.
Jim Tomei will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. From the belt, the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's it.
He's running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. The 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. He's at the knees and called strike 3. Indians fail to score. Our score remains 2-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Goose Goslin. First pitch of the at-bat. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Misses. Ball 2. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Full count still. Another payoff pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Next will be the designated hitter, Max Kepler. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here it comes on 1-1. Fouled away. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
To the plate now, Gary Coyote, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. It was a walk in his last trip. The 0-1 pitch, fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Ramirez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So it's a runner at first with two men out, and that'll bring up the power-hitting second baseman Brian Dozier. Feller pauses. Here's his offering. Two out with the man at first. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Now the 2-0. 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Going back is the left fielder, and this one is gone. A home run. So a two-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him as the Twins push their lead up to 4-1.
Everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger, as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Mike Clevenger will come on and make his fourth appearance in this campaign.
Number 53, Mike Clevenger.
In now, Joe Mauer, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
I got to count 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
The 2-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2 on that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. A 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 4-1 in favor of the Twins. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Albert Bell. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
Now here's the pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
At the plate now, Manny Ramirez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. No hits to this point. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Travis Hafner is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past.
Jorge Polanco.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Clevenger, who sometimes gets called Sunshine. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Counts even. 2-2 for Polanco.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Now a foul tip is held onto by Santana, and that'll go down as a punch out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Into the box, Torrey Hunter. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the 0-1. Now Hunter swings and sends a high drive carrying to deep left field. Gone! So it's a solo home run for Torrey Hunter. 4th home run here in the early going as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Stepping in now, Tony Olivo. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Drilled down the line.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. But the Twins add on thanks to this solo shot. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 5-1. Digging in, Larry Doby. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. The 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder is on the run. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Here's Carlos Santana now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Ball 2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. Ball 1 to start the at bat. Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. Now a look to first by Liriano, and the runner back in standing. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting, the second baseman, Roberto.
Joe Nathan is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Now pitching for the Twins, number 38, Joe Nathan.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Roberto Alomar. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Two and 1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. First and second now, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. 2-1 to Jose Ramirez. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Indians strand a couple. They're down 5-1. Stepping up to the plate, Goose Goslin.
Leading up for the Twins, the left fielder, Goose Goslin.
First pitch on its way.
0-1 to count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Max Kepler. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Now batting, Gary Coyote. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball left outside.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Doby is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Brian Dozier, and is coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
That was a pretty good pitch, too, man. That last AB when he went deep, that was a fastball that was in and off the plate. So that tells me this guy likes it.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And a relay to the plate, and he will get there ahead of the throw to Santana, safe at the plate.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
To the plate now, Joe Mauer, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Jim Tomei, and they'll need him to get something going here. First delivery to him on the way. Nathan is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
1-1 the count. And the pitch. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
The left fielder, number 8, Albert Bell.
Digging in, Albert Bell. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. Strike taken up in the zone. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Olivo is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Ready once again, Manny Ramirez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. The pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Two and 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first here is going to do it, and the Twins have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
6-1 the final tally today. The Twins led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Walter Johnson earns his first win of the season. Joe Nathan hammers down the 5-out save, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For Cleveland, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home